All right, let's get right into it. There is a huge, and I mean huge, shift happening in marketing as we speak. You've got this group of businesses that are getting this massive competitive edge. And it's not because they're working harder. Nope. It's because they are using a totally new set of AI driven tools and strategies. And today, we're going to break down that new playbook for you. This is the one question that should honestly be keeping every single business owner up at night. Because the speed of this change, it's like nothing we've ever seen. The gap between the people who adapt and, well, the ones who get left behind is getting wider every single day. And this slide right here really gets to the heart of this whole revolution. Just think about it for a second. What used to take, say, 3 months and 20 grand to build a website, that can now be done in the time it takes you to drink your morning coffee. The entire game has been turned on its head. So here's the thing you really got to get. This isn't just about downloading some new app. To really truly get ahead of the curve, you have to understand 3 core strategic shifts in how we actually work. So let's break them down one by one. Okay, so the first big shift is this. You gotta start thinking of AI not as just an assistant, but as a real creative partner. We're talking about going from a simple idea in your head to a finished, professional product almost instantly. I mean, look at this new workflow. It's so simple, it's almost funny, but the implications are just profound. What used to be this complex process with multiple steps and multiple people is now collapsed into a single command. The barrier to creating professional level content, it's basically gone. And when the how becomes this easy, the real value, it all shifts to the what and the why. It shifts to the human idea behind the prompt. And what you can make is just staggering. Seriously, we're talking about generating a full multi-page WordPress site from just one prompt, or taking a boring old PDF and turning it into an animated explainer video, voiceover and everything. There are even tools that'll watch your old videos, learn your unique style, and then write new YouTube scripts for you. It's wild. So that's creation. Now let's get to the second shift, because this is where things start to build. This is all about deploying an autonomous AI workforce. Think about it. Automation that doesn't just do tasks, but actively works for your business, 24/7, even while you sleep. And the key piece of tech here is what's called the AI agent. Now, I want you to forget everything you know about those clunky old chatbots. These are enterprise-level AIs. They can understand complex documents, they can assess risk, and, get this, they can have actual, natural-sounding voice conversations with your customers. Just look at what these things can do. They can answer really complex questions, they can handle sales objections, and they can book paid appointments right there on the call. This is so much more than a chatbot. It's an all-in-one system that can replace your website builder, your scheduler, even your CRM. I mean, why would you pay for 5 different subscriptions when one AI can do it all? Okay, so this brings us to the third and final shift, and it's all about growth. Because when you have these new creation and automation tools at your fingertips, well, the entire playbook for how you get customers and actually make money is being completely rewritten from the ground up. So, what does this look like in the real world? Picture this. We spend a few minutes with an AI creating, I don't know, a simple digital guide. Then you use another AI to run a few targeted ads, and a week later, you've made nearly $5,000. That is the power we're talking about. Or how about this one? $500,000 from a single sweatshirt design. The design itself is almost beside the point. The real magic is the machine running behind it. It's a fully automated business that prints and ships on demand around the clock. You never even have to touch a single piece of inventory. Now pay attention here, because this is a really critical shift for anyone who relies on search traffic. For years, the goal was to rank on page 1 of Google, right? Well, that's changing. The new goal is to become the trusted source that gets featured in those new AI-powered search results. And the tactic isn't just writing blog posts anymore. It's about using things like strategic press releases that are designed specifically to be understood and trusted by AI. And this new playbook, it's not just about Google. It's also about finding these overlooked channels that are just waiting to be tapped. Take Pinterest, for example. It's really less of a social network and more of a visual search engine. You've got nearly 500 million users who go there with a specific intention to buy something. It is a perfect match for selling these new AI-created products. So, after seeing all this, all these new tools and tactics, what's the most important thing to walk away with? It's this. The ultimate advantage, the real secret sauce, it doesn't come from any single tool. It comes from a fundamental shift in your mindset. Which, of course, brings us to the real million-dollar question. As all this technology just gets faster and more powerful, what's the real strategy that's going to make sure you don't just survive, but you actually thrive? Well, according to the entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk, the answer is kind of a paradox. He says you have to master two opposite extremes. On the one hand, you have to become a deep, practical, what he calls psycho-expert on AI, really learn how to use it. But then, at the exact same time, you have to double down on all the things that make us human. Your empathy, your creativity, genuine connection. And that really brings us to the final takeaway. The whole point of all of this is right here. This isn't a time to be cautious or to just dip your toes in the water. The message from everyone on the front lines is crystal clear. This is a go all-in moment.